guys, I'm Jasmine, and today I'm bringing you guys another Reddit dating advice video where we find a topic on Reddit to discuss and share our thoughts on what we would do in this situation. You guys can feel free to chime in the comments down below, share your thoughts on what you would do in this situation or how you feel about my response, as well as check out my other dating life chit-chat videos where I discuss a variety of different topics over there. It's so many topics over there that I have. Y'all could binge watch that whole playlist if y'all really wanted to, because it is very entertaining, if I dare say so myself. But without further ado, let's jump into this topic of the day. So it's entitled Dating a Broke Guy and I Hate It. It doesn't say how old the person is or the people are in this story, but let's jump into it. So this guy is perfect, but has a lot of responsibility to take care of his household as he doesn't have a father figure. That's rough. We've been together for a year, and it's been fine, but recently I've noticed him getting too comfortable with me paying. I communicated it with him 2 months ago, and it solved the issue for a while, but now we never go on dates, because he's always broke. So the only time we go out somewhere nice is if I pay, like every time we go to a restaurant. So this is the thing, right? In my dating career, I have dated a variety of people who were broke and either did not have a job or were in college at the time because I was a youth. Now, there are multiple different things you can do when you are broke. There are three things you can potentially do when you have no money. Now, it is debatable if people would see it as a date. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because with the way the times are now, some people don't even think going to Chili's or Applebee's is a date, or a good one, I should say. But listen, if you want a budget, you want a budget. If you really want to date somebody, you're gonna make it work. At least be thoughtful. That's all I'm saying, you know? There can be romance even if you're broke. And it's really just about the effort at the end of the day. And like I said, I've dated a variety of broke guys. I don't know if it's because these broke guys were lazy, which would in fact make sense as to why they were broke. But I do feel like majority of the guys that I dated that were broke, they did not have ambition. Apart from the ones that was in college, because that's completely different because you're working on something. But a lot of them that were just at home playing games and did not do anything or weren't doing anything in general, just talking to me. Yeah, for how much free time they had, they didn't try to plan things. And I know some people, maybe it's their mindset where they're like, there's nothing that can be done when there's no money involved. But it's like there are options and you can look if you really wanted to. Again, I just think it's mainly about the effort or the lack thereof. So they said, I communicated with him 2 months ago and it solved the issue for a while, but now we never go on dates because he's always broke. So the only time we go out somewhere nice is if I pay, like every time we go to a restaurant. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have offered to pay all the time. For the times when I paid, the times when I dated somebody broke and I paid, sometimes I would pay, but then after a while, it just felt like they were using me. Or they would act like they didn't want to spend any money. And sometimes I would even find out that some guys had money, they just didn't want to spend it on me. Which, to me, is not really understandable because I feel like if I'm dating somebody, I think it should be equal, or at least we just do Dutch where we each pay for ourselves. But even then, I'm like,
do you like me or not if you aren't paying for any of the dates?
I mean, if things are going well and y'all personalities match, cool. But again, it's a lack of romance there. It just shows that you aren't putting in the effort, or it shows a lack of care as well to me. So it says, we went to get a few groceries and surprisingly he offered to pay, but then later that day he asked me for some fuel money. I mean, he tried, and I mean, if he needed gas, I don't know. It says, for me, it feels like I obviously care for him and have some money, so I give it to him. Girl, what? But it says, but I just feel sad that we can never do anything nice without me paying. Like, should I just stop going to restaurants, etc. with him since neither of us want to pay? I'm so confused. This is about to sound so mean. If they told me how old they were, this would help me determine how I would answer this. But now that I am older and I think about the experiences I had within dating somebody broke, the only way I would continue dating somebody broke is if I saw that they had ambition. That is literally the only way I feel like anyone should date someone that is broke, or the person needs to be trying, striving to get a job, applying themselves in some type of way. Even, I don't know how to even express it, because I feel like I had this issue with a broke person before where I wanted them to be more romantic. And there are some broke people that are naturally just romantic. And I feel like either the romance is in them or it isn't, as well as some people will be willing to put in the effort to pay while others may not. And in my opinion, I would probably leave this person alone if it was me. I don't know the whole situation, like as well as what is transpiring between the actual relationship, if the relationship is going well, or if y'all have set goals or what y'all trying to do for the future, and if the guy's even working towards those goals. But I would just seem like this is just something to do, a waste of time. I would honestly end things, and I would just be like, you know what?
I understand you going through it. I understand your situation, but at the same time, that's not really working for me.
I'm the one spending all this money for different things, and I would like for you to not necessarily spend money, but to do something, put in some mental effort to make a date. There are things you can do. You can Google. Google is free. If you really wanted to do something where you spent some time with me or did something with me, there are free options, but you aren't making the motive to make those changes. And I feel like I said this to somebody before and they didn't do it. And then I dipped. And then they were wondering why. And I'm like, bro, you aren't even putting in no effort. It's very difficult to date somebody who is broke, but if they put in the effort, it's not that bad. It's one thing if someone is broke and they don't do anything or they aren't trying with you. But it's another thing if somebody is broke and they have ambition, they're doing something. You can see them moving towards a goal. That's like the main concern to me. If someone is working towards something or if they're just not moving at all and being stagnant. Because that's a big difference between not only just realizing if they're going to do something for you, but also that can potentially determine how y'all future is going to turn out and if everything is going to rely on you. You know what I'm saying? But let me know y'all thoughts about this in the comments down below. How would y'all feel about dating someone who is broke? Would you be able to deal with it? Would you still be supportive of them during this time? Does it matter if they ambitious or not, or if they romantic or not? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys check out my other dating life videos. That will be linked in the description box as well as in the cards. But I'll be seeing you guys again soon, so stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.